Good morning, this is Sarah, your imperfect carnivore in the UK. And also, happy Thanksgiving Day to my friends in America. I know I do have quite a few people that watch me from America. Happy Thanksgiving Day, guys, if you celebrate it. I'm sure you do. I would like to talk today about gastritis because it's a topic I went through all of my videos yesterday and realised I didn't actually do one specifically on gastritis. So I thought I would talk about that today. I would like to say how shocking the advice is. I had a quick Google check, and the advice for eating, what to eat with gastritis is awful, and I will talk about that in a minute. Now, have I actually been officially diagnosed? Yes, I have. Back in 2002, I had the endoscopy down the throat, and it was confirmed I had gastritis. They called it mild, but didn't feel very mild to me when I was feeling constantly sick and sitting on the toilet with diarrhea. So I dread to think how bad it would be to be worse than that. But I instantly just went on Google, looked up advice, followed it. Didn't really help, surprisingly. So continued to suffer my gastritis between 2002 and 2014 when I found the carnivore diet and felt better. So I would like to talk to you about how shit the advice is. If you are diagnosed with gastritis and you think you've got it, here is what you're going to have to put up with. Let's look at this. This first picture, this is the first thing I found. I did a quick Google search and I am referring to the first 3 articles that I found, okay? Now, this first one, I would like to focus on the bit on the top left where it says high fiber, and the bottom where it says healthy fats like nuts. Wow. I don't eat those foods and I am fine. If I eat nuts, I have, this is a video about gut health. This is a video about trying to keep our gut healthy so that it doesn't get more, so we don't have further problems later in life. So it's going to be a bit, I'm going to say things like diarrhea and runny stools. So if that sort of thing is offensive to you, you just stop now. I've already said it, haven't I? But my videos are real and they're raw and they're truth as I see it. Whenever I eat things like particularly nuts and particularly pulses like lentils and beans, I have explosive diarrhea. And they are suggesting that I eat all the foods that I have worked out don't work for me. I don't know where they get the information from. Healthy whole grains and nuts. If I eat those things, I'm in a lot of trouble. I can't go out the next day. If I was going to go on a flight or a long walk, I would absolutely be sure to not eat those foods in the lead up. I'm not eating them anyway, but I would be if I happen to be off the wagon or something, those would be the absolute last choice for me. And they're telling you to eat them. Let's look at the next slide. Also, avoid red meat. Avoid red meat. You need to choose skinless poultry or steamed fish. Take the skin off that chicken, guys. And red meat is bad for gastritis. Who decided that? Who decided that? Food science. If anyone thinks science on nutrition is settled, I would like to dispute that. I have not had a single gastritis attack in 9 years. Yes, okay, I had a little incident where I ate some lentil chips and then couldn't get off the toilet the next day. I probably have had a slice of wholemeal bread at some point. Not something I chose. It was just available and I ate it and suffered afterwards. So I can tell you I've not had a full-on nausea, horrible acid reflux, diarrhea style attack in 9 years. And some days eating only red meat. Back in the summer I had a stint eating just beef. It didn't last long because I do need a bit of variety, so I did have to bring back my eggs, bacon, salmon, and have now brought back butter. But they're saying no red meat at all. And this next slide annoyed me even more because it does say more likely to develop gastritis if you consume red meat. So they're saying it not only is it bad for gastritis, they're saying it causes it. How? Show me what mechanism that red meat causes gastritis, please. I would love to see a study on that, and I'm sure you guys would at home too. Why? How is a food that we've been consuming forever and ever and ever causing problems? It isn't. It isn't. I did set up a Facebook group a few years ago. I didn't end up staying in it because back in 2020 and 2021, I ended up quitting Facebook for a while because it was driving me crazy. I won't go any further into why it was driving me crazy, but I actually completely stopped my Facebook group. I actually deleted it. I have a new one now, but I deleted my Facebook group at the time because I was just so angry with things that were transpiring in the world, and that meant I got kicked out of the gut group that I set up. But I'm going to pop in a screenshot now of the picture of that group that I originally helped to set up, and yeah, and everyone in there was saying they were better on carnivore. Better. No pain, no nausea, no diarrhea, no feeling sick, no not being able to go out of the house. But you know what? I have been kicked out of Facebook groups. This will probably not surprise you that I have actually been in groups that talk about gut health and got kicked out. Yeah. Those people, it would appear, are just happy to keep suffering, and that's really sad. Really, really sad. Those people are just, some people just enjoy their misery. I don't know. My mum seemed to enjoy her misery. She didn't really want to think that there was another way out. You know, if the doctors can't fix it, no one can. So I'm just going to live by my misery. Amazing to me. Amazing. But anyway, my gastritis, fine. If I eat just animal products and absolutely nothing else, I have amazing, amazing digestion. I could walk for miles. I can get on any plane. I can go anywhere and not worry about getting cut short. That isn't the case, and it wasn't the case if I eat the things that they're saying on Google. You know, if I avoid the red meat, gosh, how a misery that would be for me. Avoiding red meat and just eating nuts and whole grains and things. Ugh. No, that's a no from me. So my story is, don't go on Google. Don't Google what is the best diet. Experiment for yourself. Be your own N=1 science experiment. What actually works for you, not what Google tells you works for you. And I would invite you, this is not doctor's advice, this is not scientific advice. I would always advise you to, well, at this point I'm supposed to advise you go to your doctor, aren't I? You can if you want. That would be the right advice. But a 30-day meat experiment isn't going to kill anyone, I really don't think. Do it for 7 days. Eat just meat for 7 days. No one's going to die in 7 days. No one's going to explode from a 7-day just red meat and water experiment. And your gut might tell you that it's okay. It's okay to eat like that. But anyway, yeah, so gastritis healed on carnivore. Haven't had a single flare-up, not of an official flare-up. I was on medication right at the beginning. I think it was called Antepsin. That made me feel sick. So I wasn't on that for very long. And so delighted when I realised that eating a proper human diet, i.e. animal food, is the way to heal it. Fantastic. I actually feel quite nauseous just looking at those requirements. Never eat red meat, always take your skin off your chicken, and eat loads of nuts. No, not for me. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening if you've got this far. Happy Thanksgiving to my friends in America, and eat your meat, drink your water. Looking good looks looking good. Oh, looking good looks different every day, and doing your best looks different every day. You have a great day, guys, and have a bloody brilliant day. You take care. I'm going away now.